Hi there, and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Alex Hernandez, and today I'm going to talk about a crazy story. It involves the King, Elvis Presley, Graceland, and a fake foreclosure. Yeah, fake. You heard that one correctly. So apparently, let me see her name here. Lisa Janine Finley created this fake loan and saying that she was going to foreclose if she was not paid the amount of like $2.6 million or something else like that. The foreclosure process actually started. And the only thing that stopped it is everyone saying, what loan? We know nothing about this loan. But it was strictly made up. It was all fabricated. Now, what makes this even more interesting is that CNN had reached out to her in an email, and they got a response in part English and in part the language of Uganda, saying, "We have stolen the identity of many people. We can't always get away with it." Just think of that response. I mean, doesn't make any sense. But the DOJ did have her arrested. But, we're talking about here, she actually wrote to the media. She wrote a letter to the media. There was actually someone from Nigeria stole her identity and did all this. I mean, this story is just crazy because it was I unfortunately, I didn't blog about it. I've been busy updating the blog the last like 2 or 3 weeks, trying to make it faster and all that. The numbers have increased, so thank you for those of you that are visiting. But I kept following this story saying, this is Elvis. If you want to do a fake foreclosure on my house, you'll get so far, definitely a lot farther than you will with the King. This is like so absolutely amazing that they actually almost foreclosed on Graceland. I mean, just think of, I don't even know why they would even attempt to do that, especially with someone as iconic as Elvis Presley. But it was literally that close to being done until investigations were finally opened. But it just goes to show you some of the. I have heard of foreclosures being done like that, especially Florida, which is the let's call it the foreclosure fraud in the country. Nobody beats Florida at more real estate type fraud. Even one of my friends got caught up in that. She owns a title company, and it was this. She had to go through all the hoops, hire lawyers. FBI was involved. It was nothing but fraud. She had nothing to do with this, but again, it's actually pretty common. So in Florida, at least, we have the title companies. Other states might just use lawyers as closing agents or title agents. But I have seen or heard this before, just not at this level. This is Elvis. This is going to be on the news if Graceland is being foreclosed on and who's going to come in and buy it. And just think about it. This person got this far that they actually started a foreclosure process. And it wasn't until like a last second investigation, we would have lost Graceland. Think about that, to a foreclosure fraud from one of those, Nigerian prince emails that we all get. I did happen to post, and I'll put it in the bottom just to make sure you can see it. There was a massive data breach. And so I did a quick YouTube video on that, on how to protect yourself. And so it's important to go through the steps. I'll put the links there so you can see it. But definitely look into your credit. You don't want to get foreclosed on by this person, wherever they're from, Nigeria and Uganda. It's just hilarious. If they pulled it off on Elvis, just think about yourself. All right. So be careful what you post out there. That's personal information, and do check your credit report regularly. All right. So take care of yourselves. Avoid a fake foreclosure, and I'll see you guys at the next email.